There are currently 18,000 chemicals used in the US that haven't been adequately tested. There are 18,000 chemicals that have not been adequately tested. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you're watching right now. It's Amanda Golightly from Align Natural Health. And is it time to detox? Is it time to detox? We have all these chemicals that we are exposed to that are not tested. We have all these chemicals that we know about that are in our food, in our water, in our healthcare products, health products, beauty products, whatever you want to call it. And we just came back from the holidays. Happy New Year to everyone out there. You just came back from the holidays. Maybe you overindulged in a lot of snacks and sweets and cookies, whatever, had more sugar, more alcohol than you normally would. And maybe now, because it's the new year, you're thinking, maybe it's time to detox from these items. Maybe it's time to clear out some of the excess stuff that I've been consuming, maybe there's some weight I want to get rid of. A detox can be a good way to start especially because what I just said about the 80,000 chemicals being not tested in our environment. These are reasons why perhaps now and even in the past, if you've had issues with weight, it's because your body is still holding on to things toxin-wise, parasite-wise, that's in your fat cells. This is where it stores things that it doesn't know what to do with. And if it doesn't know what to do with that, you're not going to be able to release that weight until you get rid of the toxins. So why would you care about this beyond just the weight factor? I know that's often a go-to for people as far as they want to feel better and look better, and the new year is a prime time for that. Well, how are you feeling because of this extra weight or because of these chemicals and toxins that are in your body? Maybe you're feeling tired or sluggish. Maybe you're having headaches, sinus issues, aches and pains around your liver area, which I don't know if this is reflected on the other way, but your right side below your breast area is where you could be experiencing this pain. And I have felt that. It's kind of not the greatest. You could have skin issues, rashes, eczema, itchiness, acne. All these things could be coming up if you are overburdened with toxins. And how do we detox normally? How do we detox normally? This is usually done through our small intestine, through our large bowel, and kidneys and liver. But if you are not able to detox, if your system is overburdened by all these toxins, all these things that are in your body that it just doesn't know what to do with, your body's not functioning properly in order to get rid of them. Pardon me. So rather than just being able to limit them, you're actually reabsorbing these chemicals, because your normal process is and the best way to go is to have daily bowel movements. This is what you need to do to get rid of these toxins. And if you're not doing that within a certain time frame, pardon me, if you're not doing that within a certain time frame, you're just going to reabsorb these things. And this is where problems just kind of keep happening. So before you even start a detox, you want to make sure everything's functioning properly. So are you having those daily bowel movements, which is very critical to know, one, if you're constipated, and two, if you're toxic. Because if you're not going every day, you are toxic. You are toxic if you're not going every day. And likely most people are in that situation. And let's see here. Often talk about the drainage funnel, but the barrel effect. When you have all these toxins building up, you come into this world with so many toxins because it's just natural that you're going to take on from your mother whatever toxins that she might have if she hasn't cleaned up herself. And that's not placing blame or anything. It's just a fact. So you're taking on any chemicals that your mom may have, any parasites that could be just through the being inside the mother, and even breast milk can contain that as well. So these are just areas where you start off with so much in your barrel already, And then when you get out into the world, what products are you exposed to? What food? What's the air like? They're constantly spraying the air, and we've got chemicals there all the time. So there's so many things bombarding us, and what kind of food are you eating, et cetera, et cetera. And especially, as I just said, around the holidays, it's for some people, it's kind of fair game. It's easy to say, yeah, I'm just going to have that treat or whatever it is. And even the food dyes that can go into things. I know we had a tradition of making, decorating cookies, and you'd have all the fun food coloring dyes that you'd use to decorate the cookies, whatever color you wanted to be. And these are things that impact your body. So when it comes to detoxing, and this is something we can help you with to figure out where you are, because we're able to test and see what your body needs and if you're ready to detox, because that's the biggest thing. You don't want to start detoxing before you're ready, because that can just lead to more problems. What is Kate saying? Yes, hard to imagine a new baby could have toxins. What's so true? Yeah, it is. I know it's something that I never considered or never even thought about beforehand. How could that be the case? It's very interesting to kind of have that little tidbit, and even the fact that parasites can be involved in that process and how we get those guys. So if you begin to start detoxing, if you're looking into that, maybe you're doing that already on your own in some other capacity, you could start feeling pain in your joints. You could feel discomfort if in your back, if it's related to your kidneys or even your adrenals, because that's not nice. Different pooping habits, different pooping smells. And if you're working with us and you're on anything parasite related, you're going to know exactly what that means, because there are some interesting things that happen when you're detoxing parasites. And just imagine if those are the smells that are coming out of you, what are they causing inside of you? As parasites, they hold on to toxins and chemicals, and they harbor other related things like Lyme and Babesia and these other issues. But if you're not getting those out, this is just where problems keep happening. You could have headaches and fatigue with the detox process. Maybe you're already having that, not even detoxing, but sometimes things have to get a little worse before they get better, if that makes sense. So detoxing, yes. And just a little side note, I don't know if gut health. Yeah. What's the gut health like when you're doing this detox? Because if your gut health isn't where it should be, isn't optimum, if you have holes in the lining of your gut, this is where things are getting through and affecting your system. So this is what they call leaky gut. This is where you could experience the toxins sneaking out through the openings, and you could be experiencing things like gastrointestinal issues. So you're bloating, abdominal pain, food sensitivities are a big one, inflammation. Anything that ends with itis, I-T, I-S, I probably saw that wrong. Anything that has itis at the end of it is an inflammation-related issue. And that could be a factor in maybe why it's happening. But this is where we can kind of test and see what's going on with you. Joint pain, brain fog. Oh man, how awful is it just to have that cloudy thing going on where you just can't concentrate and you can't focus on what you're doing? Wouldn't it be so much better if you didn't have to deal with that? And parasites can be a cause of that as well, because they do release all these toxins. They release ammonia, and that does affect how you're able to concentrate and how you're able to function throughout your day. Allergies, man, there's just so many things that parasites are involved with, and I've been reading up on them, and I did a live last week about that, and just fascinating, gross, interesting things. If you're interested, check out the live from last week. I'm going to do more on that too, because I've got a new book here, which I'm excited to look at. So what do you want to do? You want to know who should do a detox. Are things moving through your body properly the way it needs to? Are you pooping? If not, that's something where you need to start. Are you drinking enough water? Because drinking enough water will help with all the processes in your body. So these are a couple things you can look at on your own if you're thinking of doing a detox. If you're doing a detox around food, say from the holidays, and you're looking to kind of get on track and reduce a lot of the sugar and stuff that you were consuming. You probably don't want to go cold turkey per se, because you're going to have major withdrawal effects. Sugar is a drug. Sugar is a drug, and you're going to feel the effects of withdrawal. It's the same with coffee. You want to, if you're looking to reduce coffee, you want to wean off that. You want to do it in stages. Where was I going with that? So as far as who should do a detox, these are just things you want to look at. Who shouldn't do a detox? This is probably a bigger question. Who shouldn't do a detox? So if you're constipated, you shouldn't do it. And if you're pregnant as well. If you're pregnant, this could impact your baby. So it's ideally better to do it after the pregnancy, after you're breastfeeding, kind of thing. That's just a little kind of good note about there. What do we got here? Hixie says, can your body detox parasites if you are healthy? If you're healthy and everything is balanced, generally you should be able to handle the parasites. If you have the proper amount of stomach acid, you should be able to handle any of the issues that are going on in your body, because we're going to always be exposed to parasites. We're always going to be exposed to different bacterias and things. It's just normal to have that in your system. It's when things get out of balance and when your body's overburdened that your body can't handle it anymore. So this is where problems start to happen. So it's always a great idea to do detoxes. It's always a great idea to, once you've gotten a handle on things in your body, where you can then just kind of do a maintenance of everything. Because parasites, again, they're just everywhere. And I just want to show off the book because I got it, because this is my book that I'm just checking out. That will be fun. Stomach acid, I think, is a big conversation to talk about, because if you don't have the right amount of stomach acid, that's where the proteins are broken down in your system. This is where you are able to break up the food and get the nutritional, get everything nutritionally that you need from your food. But if you don't have the stomach acid to do that, this is where problems happen. This is where stomach acid, if you don't have enough of that, this is where the parasites can take over, and pathogens and bacteria and all sorts of problems can go on. So this is where testing for us is crucial, because we don't know, there's so many things that have the same symptoms. There's so many things you can have going on in your body that cause similar symptoms. So this is where testing is pretty incredible to be able to do. It's safe, it's efficient, and it's non-invasive, which is kind of an awesome aspect of it as well. Let's see. I think that's kind of the main gist of what I want to touch on. I have a boatload of information here, but let's keep it simple. It's probably time to detox, because, as I said, we've got so many chemicals that are not even tested in our system. And there was another stat here I had. Scientists believe that a typical human has close to 500 chemicals in various parts of their body, and mostly fatty tissue. And this comes back to reasons why people may not be losing weight. It's because there's something going in your body that shouldn't be there. It's one of the two questions that we can often look at. And this is from another mentor of ours that has always said this. What's in your body that shouldn't be there, and what's missing? What's in your body oh, I love the balloons. This is great. What's in your body that shouldn't be there, and what's missing? These are a couple of questions that you always want to look at, just to keep it simple enough. Let's see. Kate's chiming in. Not enough stomach acid leads to so many other problems too. Yeah, absolutely. There's so many things, little things that you want to look at. This is where the frequency testing that we do is so helpful. It's so very helpful. I can't say that enough, because it's just being able to tap into the energy of your body and your organ systems, just to see what's working, what's not working. It's so very important. I think that's kind of the gist. If anyone has any questions or concerns about this, or want to find out more, just send us a message. We're on so many platforms here. Even on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of things going on Twitter. That's where you get a lot of the updated information too. So if you're struggling with any of the symptoms that I mentioned, the feeling tired and sluggish, and just headachy, sinusy, whatever it's going on, you know your body best and you know when it's not working. And if you've been that person who's gone to your doctor and mentioned whatever you're dealing with, and either you're getting the brush off or they think you're fine, you've had blood work yet again and things are still coming back normal, yet you know that something's not right, listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Blood work is only good to a point. It is information. What you are being compared to other people, and usually those other people are not in the best level of health. We compare your body to your body, and your body's baseline it probably is very different from anybody else's. So this is where we can use information to tap into your body and what your body needs specifically. And I love that we can ask your body what the priority is, because we heal in layers. We heal in layers. Like, what's the first thing you need to deal with? It's going to be different for everybody else. And we always go through and do the testing, and between Kate and I, and we always think that maybe liver is going to come up because maybe it's that time to detox and your liver's overburdened, but no, something else comes up. And it's just it's always a surprise, but your body knows what it needs. Your body knows what it needs. So tap into that, listen to yourself, and find the practitioner, find the person who will help you. You instinctively know where you need to go. You will be getting signs and signals somehow kind of pushing you in the direction you need to go. So listen to that. And again, if that's pushing you into the direction of working with us at Align Natural Health, we are here to help you. So please reach out to us. We have a 15-minute, 10-minute discovery call. So if you want to know more, just go to our website, alignnaturalhealth.com, and you can sign up for that and find out more information. I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their new year. I'm quite enjoying the fact that we haven't had any snow here near Toronto, Canada. So hopefully you are all enjoying yourselves as well. So I look forward to the next live next week. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Have a great rest